Well, we're back to cutting this morning. I guess it's afternoon on Friday the 23rd. And I've got an auger that's not liking the green stuff. My augers keep slipping the slip clutch. So I took it apart. It was doing it last night. I took it apart this morning and cleaned it all up, buffed the pads, and made sure everything was clean. Ran good one round, started slipping again, so I tightened it again, thinking maybe it seated in. Well, then it seemed to be fine, but I just slipped it a second ago on a big patch of weeds. So I've got another 30-foot head I use for parts. It's probably got a good clutch on it. I may end up having to take it off, or I have threatened to weld this one solid. But anyway, seems to be working at the moment. I'll watch it, go from there. Bob's up on the hill. A little bit of dust, damn little. We've got overcast. Doesn't look good for cutting wheat, that's for sure. No sun. Do have a little breeze. I don't know if you can see the leaves on the weeds moving. Yeah, you can see them moving. So that's a little bit of a help. I checked, and we checked from 15 to 16 moisture. So that will get a little better, we hope. Where we're hauling it, took a load of 15.5 the first day we cut. And I was a little embarrassed. They dumped it, no questions asked. I went in and asked the... Yeah, it's not the funnest. So anyway, I talked to the manager there and I said, hey, where are you going to cut me off? And he said, well, what was that load? I said 15.5. He said, we'll take it all day at 15.5. He said, we'll cut you off at 17 because that's where it starts plugging our leg. We do get docked at that, but I think it's better in the elevator with a 20 cent or 25 cent dock than it is sitting out here. But I don't know. I guess we're running and we'll see what it ends up. Whoop, see the auger quit. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do something drastic here. I reverse it, hold that button, it reverses it. Kick that one back in. Drop the reel back down, head down. We go again. Back in the old days, you plugged the head like that, you got out and you unplugged it by hand. I've done that many a times. Probably wouldn't be cutting if it was like that, because you got to stop pulling out for an hour and a half. You don't do that very many times. Alright, we'll just keep whacking on this stuff and let you know later how it's going. The neighbors pulled in beside us over here. We're on a different patch than we were last night. See if I can get them there. I can't hardly get them on there. Now, all that's there is the cart now. And a semi. They pulled in, they made one round. Bob called, it's a buddy of Bob's, and asked him how them red ones like that humidity in that green stuff. Not well, he said. They run a 2588 and I think two 2388s. So anyway, they went to the house, said they couldn't do it. So I guess we won't knock the old gleaners today. Humidity's terribly high, still no sun. Gonna get nothing but worse from what we hear. So we're gonna knock this 40 acres out, 35 I think, and we may load the sprayer and go do some spraying. But we're gonna knock this one out first. Just about to get her. I like about 5 acres behind me here. Bob said his machine was grumbling a little bit. Told him to open up the concave. No sense in grinding them weeds up. So he said he opened a concave to 3, which I'm set on 2. And I'm not having any trouble as far as machine wise. Still having that auger issue once in a while here. Not too bad. But anyway, he opened his concave up to 3 and said it's doing better. Concave is the thrasher that runs, the rotor runs against. It's the clearance between the rotor and what thrashes the grain out, what it rubs against. So anyway, he opened it to 3. Looks like he's moving a pretty good clip now, better than he was. You can see this pulling down a little bit there. I like to keep it above 2300. Moving a pretty good clip, but staying right where I want. The machine's not grunting too bad. So, not setting the world on fire, but at least we're still cutting. Dumped one full bin off, 300 bushels since I talked to you, and we are just about to cover the window. When I cover the window completely on both sides, that's exactly half a bin load. Be another 150. We cut a couple hundred off last night. Bob's dumped once. Well, he's clear full, and he's going to be not quite as much as me this time. But for the year on 35 acres, it's going to do, I'd say, a little better than 25. That one yesterday that we checked, it did about 22 and a half. So, again, we're not complaining for the year. Moisture was good on it. It was 12.1. Test weight was 60, and the protein was high enough that they sent me to a separate bin, or to a special bin, I guess, for high protein. Their question was, where in the world did you find that wheat? Well, quality was good, just not a lot of quantity. Alright, bring it back. Just finished up with that field, and we're going to shut down, I think. Probably go spray. Tandem's got a pretty good load on it. Not full by any means, but probably close to 800, I guess. I'll bring you back when we get something else running here. Cody was running the combine a little today. Not the best conditions for him to be learning. Same afternoon, our second load of chemical. Sprayed 180 at the house. I don't know why that boom settled down. Bob's going to check. Yeah, second load of chemical out. About to get this load whipped. I ran to the co-op and got fuel to the semi. Well, he sprayed this tank out. I got back, loaded glyphosate, the crop oil, and the AMS in the inductor. So when he pulls up, we got 2,4-D to put in and Anthem Max, or no, Authority Supreme, not Anthem Max, Authority Supreme. So we'll get him loaded up, we'll finish this quarter and move to the next one. We're about to finish up. We've got a 15-acre patch here that's just on the other side of the creek, so he has to fold up and move around here. Then we're going to move it to that other patch I was telling you. It's about 53 acres. The wind's kind of wrong for it, so we probably won't spray it tonight. Wait till till it dies down, we'll get the sprayer moved over there. Hopefully we can get some wheat cut tomorrow, and it's supposed to be windy, and 97 I think tomorrow. So that's good weed and wheat cutting weather. I guess I'll let you guys go, and we'll talk to you later.